Okay, so let's dissect what happened last night. Juan Soto is now a New York Met. 15 years, 765 million. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Mets, Steve Cohen, everybody else. So, Mets fans, enjoy your couple of days of trolling. I will take it in the chin last night, but now it's time to get up and recover. I'm not going to waste my time complaining. Okay. Thank you for what you did, Juan Soto, with the Yankees, but you're dead to me now. Moving on. Okay. And he obviously doesn't care. It doesn't matter. He went for the money. Okay. Clearly. And that's his right to do. So he got it. He got his bag. But it's not to say the Yankees didn't offer him. The Yankees offered him 16 years, 760 million. It was like a 47, I think it was a 47 average annual value, 47.5 AAV. The Mets got him 51. But the tickers in the Mets contract, too, is he got a $75 million signing bonus up front. And he also got an opt out. Not multiple opt outs. He got one opt out after 5 years. But the ticker in this, okay, is that the Mets can void the opt out by adding $4 million a year to the AAV on the back end of it, the last 10 years. So it can add $40 million, which could take the value over 800 million. So I understand why they went for that, and obviously that's what Scott Boras does. He makes stuff like this. They were clearly wanted to set a new threshold, okay, and elevate the contracts and the pay for everybody else too. Fine, that's cool, right? And I'm not going to sit here complain about his fielding and his base running. I wasn't doing it before because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter now. So I'm not going to waste my time and pivot my arguments to satisfy talking points. It's a waste of time doing that, right? So I don't really care about his base running. Don't really care about his glove. Diving for a ball and not getting it. That's not an error. So, but whatever. He's with the Mets now. Okay. The Mets still need players. They still need pitchers. They need to re-sign Pete Alonso. So you know, they're not anywhere closer either. And as much as the Mets fans love to troll the Yankees, enjoy it. As much as the people like to say the Yankees haven't won a World Series in 15 years, you haven't won one in 38. 38, 1986. Okay. So you need the troll. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Okay. This just makes me appreciate guys like Aaron Judge, who took less to come back here, and Giancarlo Stanton, right? Who wanted to come here. And maybe now we'll go get some guys who actually want to be here. Instead of pivoting emotionally, got to pivot intelligently. Okay. Figure out what to do. And if I'm Brian Cashman and I'm Hal Steinbrenner, I'm taking this as a big FU to Juan Soto, and we're going to pivot in a way that's going to come after you and come after the other teams. And the fact of the matter is, too, that the Mets still have to get past the Dodgers and the Phillies. I expect the Phillies to be busy now in the winter meetings and even afterward. I expect the Yankees to be busy. Okay. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. They clearly have to look for an outfielder now. And there's a couple available. My guess is the Yankees are going to probably pivot to the trade route too. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade for Cody Bellinger and Seiya Suzuki now from the Cubs, get their first baseman and an outfielder, or pivot to just Bellinger for the outfield and Christian Walker for first base. I don't know what they're going to do. All the Yankees are getting is a fourth round compensatory pick for Juan Soto. That's it. Somebody was asking last night. That's what they're getting. Fourth round compensatory pick. So, and thank you for Hector for reporting with me live at the winter meetings. We'll be doing it again today and every day at the winter meeting. So stay tuned. Make sure your notifications are turned on. If you're not subbed to this channel, please do that right now and turn your notifications on. That way you don't miss anything. Okay. But that news broke while we were live last night. And there was a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, and I get it. Fans are frustrated and but the Hal is cheap argument falls on deaf ears here. It's not credible. Okay. He gave Judge 360. He gave Cole 324. Gave Yamamoto offered Yamamoto 300 just because he didn't get him, but who cares? Okay. And he offered Soto $760 million. Which is $400 million more than they gave Judge. $400 million more than they gave Aaron Judge. He's not that much better than Aaron Judge. So that's just the way that it is. So let the Mets set the new threshold. Okay. It is what it is. And what do the Yankees do? Well, My guess is they're going to go after pitching. Um, and they obviously need to get an outfielder and a first baseman. If I'm them, I'm I'm confident in their ability to revamp bullpens because they've done it every year, a bunch of years. But I would add a frontline arm to the bullpen, no matter what. Even if they bring back a few guys and find some reclamation projects, which they do every year, I would still try to bring in a frontline arm or maybe two of them for the bullpen. But frontline. So that's what I would do. And it's time to be productive now. Time to be efficient. And again, moving on from Juan Soto. It's going to be easier said than done for a lot of folks. I get it, which is totally cool. But um, people can have their feelings any way they want, and don't hesitate to express them either. And that's to me. Just I took it in the chin last night, like we did. And I thought he was going to kind. The Yankees were in the lead until Steve Cohen came last minute and upped the bid, and Scott Boras and whatever. That's what Scott Boras does. This is baseball. It's a business, and they made a business decision for money. Can't fault him for that. So he is the player who could maximize that money. And they blew by Shohei Otani's deal. Blew it by. No deferred money. None. So impressive. Very impressive. There's guys that are going to be available next year. I know a lot of people saying, let's go get Vlad. Let's go get Kyle Tucker. We don't need to emotionally pivot here. Okay. Just be, I think it's important to be rational. And again, that's easier said than done too. Believe me, I want guys today and tomorrow and the next day and blah, blah, blah. Will they get them? I have no idea. No idea. But again, I'm not going to look for reasons to trash Hal. I'm not going to look for reasons to trash Soto. Go and enjoy your time with the Mets. Really. It's fun watching some other folks put out these videos, man. It really is. People are going after him. Even actors, famous actors, and fans in front of City Field, and maybe keep doing it. It's a lot of fun, And the fact is, you want to choose that money and try to set a new standard. And one of the things that they were reporting last night is that he looked at the Mets' future and saw a better future than the Yankees' future, which I don't see. But the Mets, their top prospect is number 87 of the top 100, and the Yankees are Jason Dominguez at 16. They also have a young pipeline. They've got a lot of guys who have made it here. Two guys that were in the running for Rookie of the Year. One of them was the Rookie of the Year this year, right? We have another guy, highly touted prospect, Caleb Durbin. So with an infusion of a lot of other folks, and they draft well, and he's got to keep developing well now. They're internationally connected too, and maybe this motivates them to really go hard after Roki Sasaki now. We'll see if they do that too. I have no idea. No idea. So give me your thoughts, gang. What do you think? If you were to pivot now, what would be your three moves? Let them put them in the comments. I want to see what people are thinking, how you would do this. Okay. I think one of the moves got to be an FU move. Like get a Corbin Burns so that Steve Cohen can't get him. I have a feeling he's still going to go out and get his pitcher. They need to. And he's got the money. It's not a flex until you win a championship. And you haven't won one in 38 years. I know you're trying hard to do it. I applaud you for it, but you haven't won one yet. Just remember that, fans. Just remember that. You haven't won the World Series yet. And until you do that, you got nothing. You got Juan Soto. Aside from him, you got nothing. Okay? Stay tuned, gang. I'll keep you posted on everything and anything that happens today and the next day and the day after that. Talk to you later.